Okay, I know that we're starting 5 minutes earlier because I accidentally pressed the keypad numbers by accident when I wanted to just write something else. But anyway, greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible Let's Play Project. I'm your host Invisible from Invisible's gaming channel, sucking at your hearts from the dark side of the moon, and this shall be the continuation, hopefully, for our project Let's Play Blacktail, the original tale of a certain Slavic myth. Last time we progressed through the game quite a good amount, and we managed to meet for the first time ever with Baba, the wicked witch of the forest. Today, let's see what will happen. Before we start, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the Beasts of the Empire, and everyone from the Discord server for you to be friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, B809 Gaming, Luxper, Marcus, Notacrash 31, Mark IC22, 11 Rogue Agent, Carodan, Clyfield, ZBTV 123, Matthew 1121, Stagradakra 85, Alfred, Musclepan Gaming, Bobby Cypress, and Spirofan 28. Give me a moment, please, to make sure that everything is ready. 1 second. Okay, 1 moment. Okay, let's go. Blacktail.exe. Start. Focus Entertainment. Focus in the series. The Parasite. Photosensitivity warning. Safe shrine. Blacktail. I'll try to put my wrist somewhere else this time, a little bit higher than the normal level, because my muscle spasms are getting very much annoying and uncontrollable. Check. This one is working. This one is, as per usual, late very much for rendering. Also, I completely forgot to turn on my cooling pad. Sorry. Very good, very good. Let's go back to the game and wait for it to load. Last time, we found the doll of Slavidza, and we played through a strange minigame of a new hatchling raven. We also gained our supposedly last arrow type, the crystal type. Crystal arrows can break through the crystals, obviously, and they can also help you freeze enemies and destroy them like a bomb. With that being said, I think we will be going over the world, seeking for the areas where these kinds of arrows are needed. But before that, we'll have to go back with Dusty's teleportation ability in order for us to continue with the storyline before we go to the crystals area. We saved and got out up rapidly. We discovered also that Baba, the Wicked Witch of the Forest, is searching for her girls, her kids. And that's why she complained about her heart, the pain through her bones, and how her blood boils. She spoke with us a little bit, which means she can use common sense a little bit. But from our last encounter with her, it was more than clear that we are very much underpowered to meet her. We're here again. Good. I know where you are exactly. Let's go down to this area here and check it out. Let's finish off this quest line. Yeah, we have all the weapons right now that the game is prepared to give us. The crystal arrows, the honey arrows, the wooden arrows. And the potions. Antidote. And hunter potion. Mr. Lava, what's up? Still. Mr. Lava, what's up?
Miss, I can't do this anymore. I'm too shaky to rest and too tired to work. I feel like I'm running on fumes here. If only someone had a certain potion that sharpens one's senses.
It's not the first time I hear you're being overworked, Mr. Lava. Are you sure this lifestyle's healthy for you?
Healthy? Oh, don't you worry about that, miss. I'm a larva, and that's just a passing form. My well-being doesn't matter in the big picture. But anyway, would you happen to, you know?
I would have given you a support had I had the queen title, but come on, here's the hunter potion.
Whatever aids Velus's busiest worker. But I really think you should ease up on that.
Oh, it's been a while since I had one of these, miss. Thank you. Gotta get going. I don't really have any time to ease up on anything.
Mr. Black. Let's make another one. Okay. Good. We already have more than enough meat. You can go. Let's go to the Red X for now. Check it out, then go back to the hut. You scared the bones out of me, Yaga. What was that reaction for? Hey. Why can't I use the... Go. Don't use my crystal arrows. These are not easily to go with. To go by with. Good. Get rid of that disgusting imp. So far the recording's very well. I'll start collecting this time everything since we are using all of our resources from this point onward. We found all of our weapons. It's about time right now we abuse them all. Sorry. Did Yaga just miss Baba's presence somehow? Thank you for the honey. Thanks for the help also. Nerves. Look at my face right now. Did we lose our morality? Yeah, we lost a little bit. But honestly, I didn't mean to kill that bird. What is it now? Yeah, make an offering in the name of God a few times. We have been making an offering too many times. How much more am I supposed to keep giving? How do I get that title? What is that?
Isn't it a villa?
The place is haunted.
What is... Something was wrong. Villa. Villas are lost souls of tragically deceased young women. They are said to ride the clouds and command zephyrs and whirlwinds. Even though their somewhat capricious nature used to sometimes turn them to helpful to the passerby, their behavior has changed greatly ever since the root began to spread out of control. Their ethereal nature yields them immunity to physical harm for as long as they are not swayed by the wind-like force wave. After that, they will become vulnerable for a short while. While in danger, they won't hesitate to demonstrate their command over said whirlwinds. They will also resort to phasing in and out of the material plane. They can rarely be observed sooner than by the forefathers' eve. They are not. Since we're saying. What am I supposed to do? Basically, they are the new type enemy.
Now shoot!
Where?
Might as well throw stones at her. This needs a little hocus.
Understand that. This doesn't. Is she immune to this?
That girl got angry.
This is bad. So this is forward and citadel.
Now she's really...
Defeated her. Save.
May your hand be just, but your shield patient.
She's praying for the three weavers of life and fate in the Slavic myth. The weaver, the shears, and the spinner. The one that checks people's lifespan, the one that starts their lives, and the one that kills them. No need to fight them if we don't have to. I'm going straight for the... What is this? Cement. Let's straight on. Straight directly. Red Hawkesses. Am I supposed to kill this one? What is this area? Stood her. Stood him. Completely. What is this area? Again? Completely. Point blank, for God's sake. Start from point blank. It's okay. Now we are at the flower thing, look like thing. So this thing exactly.
I'm not taking it side by any means.
Think of this. This is bad. Shaman? Go. Already. Did I kill him? Okay. What now? What is your problem? Kill him and run. Are you serious? He's a boss fight. The knowledge. I ran out of completely crystals. On construction, once I dreamt of shapes beyond nature, perfect in their forms, then I knew no animal, nor human, nor demon could bring them into the world, none but null, and so we construct. Ow. Bastard. This disgusting trash. Killed him finally. The shaman. I think this is a shaman. Yeah, a shaman. The mage. Which would be difficult to speak of education, while it would be difficult to speak of education among the gnolls. The shamans are certainly the wise of them. Their comprehension of the forces of nature and the occult far exceeds the gnoll average. They can cast spells as well as summon the nether legions of Rushman, the nether legion. Rushman's tunnel reach deep. Some say the elusive legion's existence proved they go as far as the underworld, realms of Velis. There is a slim chance you will ever encounter these rare Rushmen in their natural habitat, but they can be summoned by some skilled conjurers. Because of their unclear relation with death itself, one certainly has some issues putting them back to the ground. One would be wise to crush their bones even after they have been destroyed. Now, why did I do all of this? Fight and work and whatnot, exactly. What was it for? What am I here to collect exactly? Is this yes, a spider in amber. A spider in amber, that's it? This is why I am here? Thank you for the 2 teeth. Yeah, all that work was just because I wanted to get myself the spider in the amber. That's it. Well, it was worth it. We do collect the spiders in the amber. There is one spider in each single area we visit. Therefore, we need to collect them. It's just normal sense. Let's leave this area. Also, I do have meat, so let's cook some. A star. Okay, cut it. Good. Here you go.
Looks fine.
Good work. Thank you. Now I'll need to hunt another deer for the meat. What is this? I'll need to get some more resources. Sooner the better. Crystals. Looks like the woodnicks will become now my favorite prey to hunt down, since they are the source of the crystals. Hello, what's up, Marcus? I hope my timing here is working good with you. Your own time zone. Funny enough, we just began. What's up, Invisible? I'm good. I'm alive. I'm well, and I am still surviving around somehow. Okay, for all of my viewers, with me now on the live chat participation is Marcos, one of the Beasts of the Altered Empire members, and one of my most trusted friends on the net. We've been friends for some years now. Yes, it's fun, especially on the weekend. Good to know. Good to know. Let's continue on. Today we are continuing the Let's Play of Project Let's Play Blacktail. I think the developers took a page of inspiration from Spyro, A Hero's Tale. This story is supposed to be about the origins of a certain Slavic myth. Slavic as in the... Of course I did it again. When I speak very much enthusiastically, I end up spitting over my own keyboard. Especially with the coffee mug around me. That makes me salivate too much. Anyway. Slavic or Polish people are from Eastern Europe and Russia. We already played one Slavic game where we played Black Book very early on, previously. Nice. This time, yes indeed, we are friends since 2012. It's been a while. We have been friends since forever. This is what you call a lifelong friend. And they are not easy to come by at all. In fact, they are extremely rare. It's unreal. I'm starting to think it might be better for us to start exploring this area and exploiting its resources than just to go back to the heretics. Yeah. Marcos is one of my best friends for a lifetime, alongside with Rogue Agent Karodan and ZPTV123. These guys, to me, are more like brothers than just friends. We've been through it all, thick and thin, good and bad times, fortune and misfortune both. All of it. And honestly, I wouldn't have asked for any better friendships than this, because they already are a very great rare treasure that I cherish throughout all of my heart. I'm also Slavic since I'm Czech. Sorry, I still don't know how to pronounce this. Okay. So, do you think you know about what myth this game is based on? If you know, it's good. Our protagonist, our huntress, our archeress is named Yaga, the Faceless. Our huntress, the one we are playing with, is a woman that holds a mask over her face all the time. She never shows her face out because she has a weird-looking birthmark, supposedly, which made everyone afraid of her. First, thanks for the compliments. Likewise, bro. It's the first time for me I am seeing this game, but it looks like fun. Yeah, the game is called the Blacktail, as in Tail, like a cat's tail. Not really sure what's wrong with the puns nowadays. Ow! Would you like me to tell you about the game's recap so far? Or just watch me play it and explore the area? Because this game is very much of a walking simulator as much as it is of an archery simulator. And I better watch my tongue if I'm going to speak a lot. The place where we are at is named simply the Forest. How original, I know. Who's here? Hey! Good. Another ant's hill. We're back where we started, I think. Yeah, the spider and amber. For now, let's go back here to start exploring this area a little bit more. These things here are named bubuk. I don't want to start endlessly reading for you the lore, because I already did it previously in the previous videos. And believe me, if you start reading the names of the characters in this game, you will instantly discover the name of the myth we're playing through. I better make an offering there. But this means also I'll have to take care of these disgusting wisps. I honestly didn't know that you were yourself Slavic. This is... wow. I feel like it's an honor. What is wrong with your first here? Hey. Good. Here. The chat is not visible in the actual live stream. Not sure if that's how it's set up. One moment. See here. Sorry. One moment. 1 second. Please, 1 second. Here. Pop up chat. Here. Copy. Restore chat. Then go to OBS. Then come here. Then get here. Properties. Most likely I forgot to update this one here. Then here. Then delete this here. And then okay. Now, this is weird. It's supposed to work this way, like this usually. What am I at here? Change scenes doesn't work yet. This is I do this every single time. Strange. I'm reading you from my phone. Honestly. Like this, we go here, copy the link, copy, restart chat, then we go to OBS, go to gameplay, the chat here, properties, you go here, all, save. Let's try this with studio then this time. Yeah, this time it works. This means that, strange, my link then wasn't, whatever, this is YouTube. You don't comment about YouTube. Just let it be. The chat is just visible to the actual live stream. Maybe I have to write something for it to update. No, looks like my own stream setup is messing up, which is not that weird for me from the nowadays. Since, well, this is YouTube. What are you expecting? Perfection is impossible on this site. Anyway, let's make ourselves the offering here. Sorry.
Blessed be the world tree, its crown in the heavens, its root in the earth.
Now better. Sorry, didn't notice there was no chat for some time. Out of my face. Oh, a red rose. Secret. Thank you. And now take you. Since you're yourself a Slavic, I hope that you will find some information here and some references to be stacking home. Pure good. Thank you. Let's see here. Good, but I wanted to go back there. Let's see here. For me, honestly, as long as the viewers are the ones who are comfortable, that's all I care for. Since I rarely get anyone to chat with me on the live participation. Speaking of which, can you tell me what is the time there in your own time zone? My face will whisk. What is this? I think this is the effect of having both of them, the evil and the good sides. Good luck. Since I moved early in my childhood to the UK, I didn't learn much history about that ever since. Reminds me of myself. How early on in my childhood, even though I'm Canadian, we moved often because of my father's work, so we didn't learn much about the history. So that we have it in common, I guess. I don't like the color of that little tree, so this means it's highly possible we'll find an imp there. Let's go ahead and hide. Keep it to yourself and come here. Good. Let's show what you're telling me about. Okay, go to the northeast, please. Need to go to the northeast. But how?
Take that holier than thou attitude. Stick.
Let's see here. No, it's 8:49 p.m. here. Oh, 8:49. Weird. Here it's 10:51. Yeah. In the evening. To us, only 2 hours. This is better than I thought. Where am I going now? Good, finally, to the north. So you're telling me you don't know much about the history of the Slavic? It's fine, really. It is very much fine. Are you serious? Well done, Yaga.
Blessed be your gifts, mighty forest spirit. May your paths always be filled with plenty.
The updated chat only showing you a column. What do you remember this? Oh, for God's sake, OBS! I mean, we did update OBS not long ago, just right now, since it had some problems with performance, I think. Okay. Now go back to the studio and hopefully this time it will work. Here. Good. Now I hope it will work completely and will not break again. Pretty please, Marcos, whenever this thing crashes, tell me. Because once we finish this the stream, if we didn't have this here, it will not be included in the product. Okay? Thank you very much for the heads up. We need them. We really need them. For the sake of quality control. And unlike majority of the other streamers, I do love to interact with my viewers as much as possible. After all, I am not playing the game for myself, even though I'm playing it blindly to explore and experience the myth on my own. I'm playing it for the sake of my viewers, who usually aren't here, but once you're here, it's an honor to have you around. Okay, so let's give you the hints, okay? We are playing as, where is it? People. Holy hell, we have some stars to check on. Okay, good. Equipments, what do we have here? Arrows. I think that's about the crystal arrows. These were conceived in times immemorial. The secret of the design passed down through generations among the wise. Shaping the crystals into arrowheads is a near impossible task that can only be accomplished by those who dabble in the arcane. A knocked crystal arrow resonates with the sheer will of the archer, spawning ghostly magic arrows. These pierce the very soul of their target. The more of them that get stuck, the more severe the explosion triggered by the follow-up crystal arrow. You can craft them as long as you have the required resources: sticks, feathers, and the crystals. I hate to say it, but it's still not working, same as before. I'll look it up, hopefully find something. Oh boy, I am getting sick of this OBS BS. Something... by the way, I know that this is a problem with OBS itself, since I did say right now, we updated the version I have. The version right now I have is 29.0.2. Before the hot fix, this never happened before. Now with the studio included. Okay. Good. I think regardless what I do, it will just keep ruining the experience. It's not a problem for the site, it's a problem with OBS itself. Not sure if it's a YouTube bug or OBS. I think it's an OBS bug, personally. Because I updated it twice so far. Most likely it will have another hotfix later on. Also, this thing is very much back away. The rendering engine that's used by YouTube is becoming seriously very much slow in its synchronization. That's good. Now let's try this out. New information is skills, hexes, snake hex. You can carry 6 more crystal arrows. Each magic arrow sticks 2 shards on impact. You take double damage. Enemies have a chance dropping a crystal upon dying. Killing an enemy may restore some mana. lands, places, temple. This old ruin remembers times when the first idol were built, constructed for unknown purposes. It now draws Baba toward its dark holes. Strange. Very strange. Okay, take your time. I will continue on with the gameplay for now. And check out the world. Just a bit. Some more air. I think the airwaves just tell us which path to go through or with. Let's see here. The blitzing time finished. On my face. Disgusting. Brutta. Hi. What do you want this time? I don't know and I don't care. Do you feel? The idol, the twin idols. Well done. More crystals. Good. Let's pick up this area here and clean it up. Most likely we may find something important here. It's not may, we will find something important. That's how video games work. No need to talk too much since without any commentator around me, there's no reason to keep spewing nonsense out of my mouth. Am I trying forcefully to make Marcus figure out which myth this is? Not really. If he doesn't want to figure it out himself, I will not push it. But just kind of for the sake of respecting someone's culture is all. Like the sound. Oh, the hedgehog. Hi. Go. Of course I got poisoned. There you go. Pure gold. Good. What's the point of breaking all this crystal anyway? We'll come back, Marcus. Of course, now we can't even fit this because it is behind the crystal. Well done. Go. Nice, very nice. Work. I can see it. I can see the commentary went back to being broken. It's okay. Speak with me as you wish. I'll have to refresh it again. Regardless. And YouTube's feedback be damned. At least I can read your commentary on my phone. Which is literally linked to my own account, video commentary. The problem is in OBS, not with the site itself. The site has a problem with the rendering. It's still not working, but I wouldn't worry too much. The gameplay and the commentary is all that matters. My or anyone else's is just a side thing. Honestly, it really depends on what is the goal from the gameplay itself. Is it to tell the story about the game itself? Is it to communicate with the others? What is the goal of the live stream itself? And for me, it's about entertaining the viewers. Let's see here. Unlike others who usually just focus completely on the product at hand, you should make sure to give the viewers their fair share of concentration as well. What is this puzzle about? I can see it. At the very moment now, let's go try to go there. But looks like this one not works, so let's jump through this one. This is a puzzle, obviously. And I don't understand it. What does it sound? No. Yes! Keep it to yourself! I said keep to yourself. Can I just jump? Of course I can't. And when was the last time we saved? It's fine, really. It is fine. It is very fine. Not the first time. Feels like an idiot to have not foreseen that happening. It's okay. It is really okay. Thing is, this game takes so long to load. But why is that? It's as simple. This game doesn't have any loading screens. Once the engine loads the game, it loads the whole world in an instant, all of it. That's why it needs to load for a long time first. Because after that, the entire area you are in will be rendered instantly, all of it. That's the trick. Oh yeah, so a recap of what happened so far in this story until the game at the very least finishes loading. Oh boy. There were two sisters, twins, that were found in the forest. Zora and Yaga were taken into a foster family in the nearby village. I'm very grateful that the Shears bearer didn't mind us coming back to life after that fall. Of course, everything we went through so far was ignored. Who cares? Let's just keep going. Also, that Amber thing, we lost it. Fine. Never. Anyway, as the both sisters grew with the kids of the village, it seemed clear that Yaga had a strange birthmark on her face. The birthmark made the superstitious and bigots of the village folks to believe that Yaga has some kind of a relation with witchcraft and wizardry, which both are forbidden. So they began to bully her and annoy her. Yaga's only redemption came in the fact that her more beloved sister Zora always was there to protect her from the bigotry and the evils of the villagers. As the time went on and on by, the bigotry began getting worse and worse. And with time, Yaga decided to start wearing a mask before her face so that it protected her from bullying, getting bullied endlessly. Zora and Yaga, the mysterious twins, got to know the other kids from the village. Dragoi, Slavitza, and Volko. Volko was the village's biggest troll and bully. Slavidza was a bully girl that is near the age of both Zora and Yaga. And finally Dragoi, the other kid who had a crush on Yaga. One day, throughout the midsummer nights, Yaga went on with the tradition of making a flower crown and placed it on the village's river before going to seek after the fern flower. As she ran after her flower crown, the one thing she didn't want to happen happened, and Dragoi held her flower crown. And asked if it was hers or not. Yaga wanted to very much to deny it, because she didn't want any more problems with the kids from the village or the villagers themselves. So she told Dragoi that the flower crown belonged to her sister Zora. Zora, as per usual, came for the help of her sister against the villagers. I can't focus on the story anymore because of the current situation I have here. Sorry. I need some more eyes, so many more eyes. What is here now? Of the shaman. Good. Now, can we talk? I hope so. After looking after the fern flower, Yaga was summoned up by Slavidza, and she was accused by her for the disappearance of Volko. Looks like from the very time Zora and Yaga both joined in with the village children, that the activities of the Witch of the Forest, Baba, grew more active for some reason. So what happened was the villagers became very much superstitious of anything or anyone that could possibly relate to the wicked Witch of the Forest. Nobody knows who she is, nobody knows what she looks like, but everyone knows one thing, which is whoever comes across her will vanish forever, and most likely will die. So, since Yaga has a weird-looking birthmark on her face, everyone started to accuse her of being in cahoots with Baba. Even though multiple times throughout the game we saw how Baba is more than prepared to kill us if we dared to come nearby her or her own forest. Thanks. Anyway, after having some kind of a spiritual trip throughout her own dreams, while she tried to escape from Slavitza's evil deeds, Yaga managed to regain her consciousness and was saved by the appearance of Zora. I will show you the cutscenes once we go back to the hut, but at the moment I'm just explaining what I can recall of the story. After the year after that, since the Volko vanished for some reason, and Slavitza also vanished for some reason, Dragoi tried to confess to Yaga. Looks like the guy has something for the introverted girls with a shy demeanor. And funny enough, Yaga herself had something for him. You could say that this would go for a happily ever after, but you would be wrong. Because the first thing that Dragoi asked of Yaga was to remove her mask so that he could see her face. But for her, she took it as an insult right away, since she doesn't want anyone to see her birthmark. So he tried to forcefully take it away from her, and she got really mad and pushed him away, which made him realize the mistake he's doing. So as an apology, Dragoi told Yaga to meet him in the forest so that he will show her something good, something amazing. And she followed him, only for her to be welcomed with the superstitious villagers. He dragged her into a literal trap. And guess what? The villagers wanted to lynch the little Yaga and kill her for the birthmark on her face. You would ask, where is Zora from her sister? Why is she not helping her out? Answer is, she wasn't there with them. So what happened? The villagers built a fire on a stake and wanted to kill Yaga for good, and brought with them a goat for a sacrifice. The goat and Yaga's own consciousness spoke to one another, and somehow Yaga started to reconcile with her own consciousness and started to realize how guilty, unfair, and how bigotry is leaking from these villagers, and how much every single one of them deserved destruction. Everyone who stood in her way must burn to ashes and to cinder. Somehow she managed to find herself within the Red Oaks area. The Red Oak area is an area where she and Zora both decided to meet up with when they sought safety. That very night, Dragoi vanished, and nobody ever saw him again. 1 year after that, for some strange reason, Zora vanished. Most likely, she went after the kids, trying to find why they vanished as well.
What happened here?
strange. Hi! So from my behind, obviously. Good work. Well done. So, with Zora away, no longer protecting her twin sister, the village started celebrating very happily, since now they can slay the hell out of Yaga. And in her own eyes, Yaga knew that if she didn't escape from these disgusting villagers, her soul will be forfeit. Therefore, step them thing. Therefore, Yaga was completely forsaken by the villagers, and she escaped to the magical forest. The forest where Baba, the witch, resides. Now Yaga has to find her sister, what happened with all the missing children, and clean up her name. Most likely the Wicked Witch is the one that took them in and get rid of them. Who knows? Oh, come on! That was not called for. Get back here! You did not earn that! Sheesh. I think it's much easier if I just read for you the almanac entries, the wiki entries, and whatnot, to understand the story. But basically, as bare bones as it can, there are two sisters, twins. One of them is missing. The other one got kicked out from the village, and now she's trying to find her sister. And what is the problem in that? The problem is in this magical cursed forest lives a wicked witch. This witch is very much infamous that she steals children and eats them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And before the twin sister vanished, 3 also vanished. So now the sisters want to discover what happened to the other kids as well. That's literally the summary of the entire story. And that is what drives me to play the game. I want to know what happens by the end. Will we be able to find Zora? Will Yaga be ever accepted by the villagers? Or will something else happen? Who knows? I'm playing this game for the first time in my life, therefore I have no idea what will happen or what may happen at all. All that I know is that this story is based on a Slavic myth, that's it. And since I have nothing else at all to talk about other than repeating the same story over and over again, I apologize already beforehand. Rootling hives, seal them with the sticky arrows. What are you talking about? Hi! Thank you, Broom. How do I sell these things? Again? Even worse. Another shaman? Go! I better quickly prepare another broom just in case. Broom, keep up, please. Go! Well done. Did I give you the permission to come back to life? Unless there is another shaman. Sheesh, now that you've explained it, it seems familiar to another tale through. It's a bit different. Even the name of the witch reminds me of a story we used to be told as kids. Believe me, I think you already figured it out. And I'm not going to speak it out loud because I don't want to spoil the story
Good thing
itself.
that works on these.
I think you already know the story origins right now. Going after mythology for inspiration for video games is nothing new. In fact, it's very much common by now. Again with the broom, quickly. Give me resources. You don't get to just keep making me use them up without giving me some back. Broom. Oh boy. The difference between Slavic and Canadians, I think, or maybe Americans, is that we were never told any kind of mythology while we were kids before.
No time for that yet. So not safe.
Of course. I mean, why should it even hit? Are you serious? Good. Let's see here. What else? So as long as these things still exist, go. This will keep spawning. No eyes, no eyes, no eyes, no eyes. This is a disaster. Go. Give me eyes. Give me eyes. That one. Go. What now? No eyes. If I don't do something quickly, we will die. What now? We will die. We'll die if I don't do something quickly. Come on, Yaga. Well done. We finished off the shaman. Not yet. No. So quickly with the blue on blueberries. Go. Come on. Where's the shaman? Where's the shaman? Go. Climb. Yet, not yet. God's sake, come on now. Where's the next one? We need to destroy them. To seal them up. But how, since this is a spawner area here for them? How do I even reach that area? Go. Sheesh. I knew it. Yeah. It is. As you see, it is. But the question is, how come it works in this world when Baba fights us? You discovered already the name of the myth, and I'm proud of that, honestly. Even though it may be like a spoiler for you, but regardless, that's the intention of the developers. This story is the origins of that story. How that story began. Is that some other place where they keep spawning from? Enough! Open!
No. Better keep my guard up.
Oh, there. The next hit will be our last. And she's dead. She's gone. I hope we can find where we left last time. Quickly. Do you remember the story of Vasilisa? Oh, there was a girl named Vasilisa that lived with her father's wife and her father's wife's daughter. They didn't have much light, so she was kicked out of the house to find a source of light for her stepmother and her stepsister. Then she ventured through the dark woods and she got lost until Vasilisa found herself in the front of a strange hut with its chicken feet for some reason. She met there someone that requested her to do a very impossible request, which Vasilisa had to ask a deity to help her out. She was doing it. And once Vasilisa managed to finish that task, the certain someone gave her a skull with lights coming out of its eyes. The brave girl then went back home with that skull in hand, and once her stepmother and stepsister saw the skull, they burned to cinder. And in another version of the story, the wicked one whom Vasilisa met decided that they didn't want to hold on to their end of the bargain. So the Wicked One decided to eat Vasilisa alive. So Vasilisa decided to steal from her one skull with lights out of its eyes and go back home with it. The lights from the eyes of the skull then burned her stepmother and the stepsisters to cinders. And from that day onward, the brave Vasilisa lived alone happily. Does that sound any... So you'd never heard of this one before? Fine. It's okay. I'm honestly giving way too many hints about the myth's name. But I will not say it yet because this world is not how... The world we are living at the moment is not the world where the myth lives. It's how it began. Frankly enough, if you were so much interested in the name of the game or what myth it is based off of, just go to the Steam page and read the name of the myth on your own. I think I heard now just something. We keep getting killed over and over and over again, and I don't like it because we're supposed to be having some progress, not dying over and over and over again. It's kind of funny how the people from which these myths were born aren't very much aware of them. I'm not talking to you alone, I'm talking about many others. When I believe once I heard Gaijin Goomba from the Game Theorist channel, of which I unsubscribed some time ago, they also stated that when you visit Japan and speak with them about the yokai and whatnot, they get really shocked that strangers, outsiders such as ourselves, know more than them themselves about their very own legends and folklore. Which is kind of funny, kind of sad, kind of ironic, kind of insulting that they still keep calling you an outsider even though you learned their own culture and are more cultured than them themselves about their very own lives and culture. It's really ironic. Do you think? As I told you before, from where I come from, we don't have mythology, we don't have culture, we just learn to be positive, be kind, and always be generous. That's all I remember. For this for now, we need to focus on closing these things. Quickly make another one of these and run away. Go! 2 shamans. Go! Well done. I need some more resources, please. Just in case my broom gets broken. Breaks down. Well done. Hi! Keep it to yourselves. There. Go. Well done. What an army! Go! Hi! Looking at me, why? Go! Broom! Go! Go! Any more areas where they keep spawning from? I need to click them all. I can't see any other skulls. Why is there no broom? Broom! Let's see quickly. I finished that one. I finished that one. Out of my face. That one. That one. Go! Quickly! Broom! No broom? Why no broom? No eyes, no broom. No eyes, no broom. Which means it's time to fight. Out of my face! Go! Out of my face right now. Go! No eyes, no broom. No eyes, no broom. And I need to get the hell out of here before I die. One more heart only left. Are they done? No, they're not done yet. I need blueberries, please. What is it? I need a fire. I need a hut. I need blueberries. Anything that restores my hit points. A shrine. A safe shrine. I need a safe shrine. Safe shrine. More enemies. I did not ask for the mercy of death. What are they doing there? Don't care, bye. Where's the safe shrine? Come here, give me your eye. I want it for a broom. Where's the safe shrine again? Up there? This is a joke. No, it's right here. Thank you.
Weavers of life, keep on spinning my thread.
Give me some hit points, but not many. Where can I find Dusty? I want to go to her, to him, and go back to the hut. Open that amber spider. Oh boy, mythical stories, mythical games that are based on real life stories. I enjoy them very much due to the how rich the story is. Thing is, all of these things are built on very long gone stories, so not many know about them, nor do they care about them that much. Even though it's still very rich in knowledge and morale. Where's Dusty? Oh, you are again here, Vance.
The Legion's triumph is at hand. All is aflame, the force of our foes lie in rubble. And yet, the infuriating creeper lives, depriving my men of their fleshy spoils.
Creeper, my queen?
The larva, burying the bodies faster than the Legion can get to them. And the warlords are at their limits. Or are they? Tell me, human, how should I make them into super soldiers, efficient beyond nature?
Do I look like an idiot?
You and your legion are abominations of the natural order as it is. You shall get no advice, wretched queen.
Then we will overcome our bodies with the discipline of our minds. Away with you!
Get back to hell where you come from. Do I need honey? Yeah, I don't need honey. Okay, here you go, the offering. Thank you. Where's Dusty? Supposed to be right above us. Okay, right here. What's up? Hi. Good God, thank you. Let's go open that amber spider and see what is inside of it for us. Ready, Marcus? This will be fun. Be right back again. Then I'll wait until Marcus returns back, because I'd like him to witness this. Anything else around here that we need? 1, 2, 3. 3 more frogs and we're done. Back and let's check out the faceless idol. My muscles are spasming again, sorry. That's why you keep seeing the camera spazzing up and down. This is my wrist muscle again. Once more, I remind you that due to overusage and lack of exercises for my hand muscles and my fingers, they keep spasming too much. That's all. Okay, until my quest comes up here, I'll try to fix up this disgusting problem with the synchronicity between OBS comments and YouTube's comments both. I hope someone fixes this problem very quickly from the side of OBS, because this is unacceptable to the maximum. And you, of course, again, deleted for me about 40 minutes of progress. This is unacceptable either. Dear Lord. Good work. Okay, I think that if I were to open up the amber spider here, I could just rewatch the whole scene from this area here. After all, we did already take one of the ambers. And there are 4 ambers as is. Then let's just open them and get on with it.
She looks like a nice old lady.
But her appetite is way too big. She's got a gingerbread hut deep in the forest. A very tasty one. She lures in the children with a strong, sweet tooth. And then she feeds them.
Feeds them?
Until they're ready for a very special dish.
The myth goes on. Now we have 2 eyes. Show me quickly our skills area here. Potion of Vitality. Press eat for more information. We don't have any hearts left. Let's see here. I need the page here for this area, for the broom. I'll need also For the love of all that is holy and sacred, invisible, why don't you just... Oh, I remember now. I remember now why. Because we need still to focus our exploration in this area here until we are able to come back from this area here to our area here. Basically, the thing is, I need to make sure I don't cut through the main quest without progressing the correct way. That's it. Supposedly, it's best if I went to this area here and then continued until we went back to the hut, the normal way, before we went to the north or to the east. That's why I need to keep on going with the black cat, Dusty. Nicknamed Dusty. Let me quickly check on what exactly. I need some serious resources. Morality. You're not really going to give me any titles, are you? Help the Grand Ones. This thing, I think that I'll never make it. Solar, just make an offering in the name of God a few times. I'll let her know. Let's go back to Dusty and continue on. I don't know how long Marcos will take, but I better not keep you waiting. After all, this is a walkthrough, not backseating. So yeah, I need to focus completely on playing the video game itself. We still have 1 hour left before we need to stop the session. Okay, now what? Now I want to check this area here to the east and a little bit more. What is that? Yeah, it's a golden imp. Defeated him. Let's go and check what he kept for them. What is this? An offering? Tooth. It is nothing. Welcome back, Marcos. What's up?
Oh, it's you.
Thank you.
Spy's been waiting for you the
I know.
entire spring. He had some endeavor for you back then.
Okay, what now?
We light bonfires like this every Forefathers' Eve. They're meant to help the spirits find their way back to this world.
So, maybe it's not a bad thing this one's not burning now.
Can I burn it somehow? No. Let's try using this toy idol. See where that takes us to. Where are we? Somewhere. Where are we exactly? Somewhere. Where is this somewhere? The hell if I know. Hi! Collectible, I take it. Nice. Collectibles are always nice to have. No, this is just a tote bag. It's okay. It's also collectible. Got this. since Dusty is here, Marcus, do you want to watch some cutscenes with me? I'd like to show you something. Again, with a latency of 200 milliseconds between the send and the receive names. Let's go save it quickly as I wait for Marcus's feedback. Fine. 2 more hearts and we'll have for the points. Yeah, sure, good. Let's go back to Dusty. And yeah, go back to the hut. Okay, first things first. Let me show you the area here quickly. This is where we call home. Okay? For now, at least, until the game is done. This is the area where we call home. Does it look familiar to you? I know it's dark at the moment and it's not easy to see anything, but come on. I know I'm teasing by this point. Let's go and check the Coldoon to check the cutscenes so far we collected. Here. Okay, first cutscene. Sorry, not the Hocus. We have now the spider of the spring and autumn. We'll start with showcasing the spring spider, then the autumn spider. Spring spider.
She's so scary.
But she's not always that bad, you know. She knows who's naughty or nice, or smart or dumb. So, if you're on her good side, you'll get all sorts of good things. But if she doesn't like you, well, her heart is made out of bones, you know.
And the one we just now caught, the autumn spider.
She looks like a nice old lady.
But her appetite is way too big. She's got a gingerbread hut deep in the forest. A very tasty one. She lures in the children with a strong, sweet tooth. And then she feeds them.
Feeds them?
Until they're ready for a very special dish.
Still have 2 more spiders. We still have the summer spider and the winter spider. So, until we collect them, we will not know the full story. Let's get moving. We have a world to discover. Dusty, do your thing. Okay, now where were we? Yeah, discovering where the hell we are. Let's go to the southeast a little bit, so we can go back where we started. And along the way, collect some very much needed resources. I'm not really sure why I'm feeling so happy about showing off the pieces of the lore about this game for the others. Maybe because it's a very rare occasion where I get to share my interests with someone else online. Oh yeah, yeah. It is exactly as you said, Marcus. It's exactly as you said. Weirdly enough, it reminds me of the story about Hansel and Gretel. Are they related? Not really sure. After all, myths are very much alike. Oh, you had to gasp right now. Let me guess. We just saw Baba for a split second there. That's the only reason why that can drive you to gasping. Yes, sometimes the wicked witch Baba loves to pay us a very quick and brief visit, just to make sure we still remember that we are in her forest. Yeah, by now she met with us maybe 4 to 5 times as is. So after the continuous repetition of the jump scare, one becomes very much dull to it. Do you remember the story of Hansel and Gretel? If you don't, I can remind you of it. I was told these stories until I remembered them completely, memorized them. And why they weirdly sound very familiar to this myth. I keep repeating "oh" as if I am a bard, but I'm not. Why is there a house here and this other thing here? What is this place? We can sometimes see the ghost of Baba, the wicked witch of the forest, when we find structures that are spread across the world. I see. Not sure. I'll tell you after. I see. Not sure. I'll tell you after. Do you find it weird if people paid this much of interest in your own people's myths and stories? After all, I think that people wanted to have something to entertain them back in the day, so they created these myths and stories as an entertainment time. What is this place? I genuinely have no idea. The story of Hansel and Gretel goes like this. There was once a man who cut down trees and sold them for living. And he lived with his wife and son and daughter, who he loved very much. A very decent life, not too bad, not too good, until one day the woman got sick and died. So, since they were still very little and very young, the man decided to marry another woman to replace their own mother. Thing is, the woman was a very jealous and envious, gluttonous person, and she hated very much the man's ex-wife who died. So she decided that as long as his kids exist, she will not be able to eat her fill. And because of that, she decided she would get rid of them somehow. Is that a toad bag or is it a frog that I need to collect? It's a collectible. Wow. Hi.
How about this one?
Not in the priests, nor warlords' hands, the mightier power has ever lied, than in the hands of each single maid that once carried a new world inside.
Let's see Almanac. Rootlings. I already read about this, I think. Horrible abominations that exist only as an extension of Baba's ill will. The bones, the flesh of the fallen, held together by the roots. The muscle memory of the profound remains grant the rootling some abilities of other deceased creatures. Even though the bigger ones may crumble to pieces, the persistence of the root can reanimate and the disjointed parts yet again. They can emerge from unholy growth, which can be sealed with sticky arrows. We have some good information this time. The Nether Legion. That reminded me of the frogs inside the Crash Bandicoot. Who knows, maybe the sound files are the same. The Nether Legion. Rushman's tunnel reached deep. Some say the elusive legion's existence proved they go as far as the underworld realms of Velis. There is a slim chance you will ever encounter these rare Rushmans in their natural habitat, but they can be summoned by some skilled conjurers. Because of their unclear relations with death itself, one would certainly have some issues putting them back to the ground. One would be wise to crush their bones even after they have been disjointed. Equipment. We have arrows. The crystal arrows, already read about them. We have skills, hexes, snake hex, already also read it. So we'll go to lands, places, the temple, also already read about it throughout this session. No need to repeat it. I may repeat them once we collect some more, but not at the moment. Morality? Fine. Let's continue on with our search. Toads. Now we have the new toad, stone toad. Stalwart and immovable and heavy. Now continuing with the story I was telling at the moment. If you wish from me to continue on. Usually the father of the kids returned home very late. He just simply visited home to place the food, which usually was bread and water, or maybe milk, and then went back to his work. So, does this game autosave? Yeah. Whenever the little mark over here, the flower shrine comes up, it autosaves. But the spawn point, if you died, is nearby a flower shrine. I better quickly find a flower shrine so I can put this frog in it back to the hut, because this is seriously very slow. Even dash is hard. Let me here. Hold it. I think I have an idea. Even better. Where's the nearest flower shrine? If we are caught like this by enemies, we will die. Guaranteed. Where's the nearest sunshine? Where is the nearest area where Dusty is? I'm very slow. Okay. There. Okay. Where's now the cat? To my southwest. Come on, move it. Too heavy, way too heavy. Way too heavy. Where's the cat? Where's my black cat? Too heavy, too heavy, too heavy. Where's the black cat? Oh, hi. This is the flower shrine. Where's Dusty? It's right behind me again. Don't tell me once I reach the black cat, we will get rid of the debuff. Because then it would be completely pointless. Hello, take me back to the hut, please. I need to put back this damned frog where it belongs. Here. There you go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 frogs? What for? Let's go back. Okay, good. According to what I recall from the story, the stepmother tries to get rid of both children 3 times. First time, Hansel collects small stones and places them on the floor of the forest. And once the stepmother leaves them be to get lost in the forest, he goes back home by retracing the stones. Second night, he prepares, I believe, a thread, and gets rid of his own sweater to get back home with his sister. Every night, the stepmother tries to get rid of them by leading them through the forest and leaving them be there in order for them to die inside it. The third time, there was no sweater to place in it any stones, and there were no stones to be collected. So the only idea that came to Hansel's mind was to collect bread and use its crumbs as a trail in order to lead them back home. The problem is the forest is filled with wild animals, and these animals ate the breadcrumbs. You would think that with that the story would end, because Hansel and Gretel right now are officially lost in the forest. As they try to go back home, they stumble upon a strange looking hut made completely of candy, gingerbread, sugar, lots of fruits, berries, etc. So they start eating it out of their hunger. While they are eating, a strange person, an old lady, appears to them and asks what they're doing. When they tell her they are lost, she decides to take them into the hut and even prepare for them a bigger meal. After they both eat and eat and eat, they grow very sleepy. By midnight, Gretel wakes up to find out that the hut made of sweets and candy and sugar and fruits and honey vanished, and instead of it exists a very strange, wicked, and very unfriendly looking old house. So she wakes up Hansel, and both of them try to run out of the strange place. And before they know it, the caretaker of the hut, the old lady, stops them from escaping, decides to cook Hansel literally into the cauldron in the oven, and decides to make Gretel cook for him until he gets fat and weight, just like a chicken. Gretel cooks for Hansel day in, day out, and he keeps consuming the food day in, day out, because it looks like Gretel is very much skilled with her own cooking. Until one day, when the witch that owns the house itself decides to come and check on Hansel's weight through touching his own finger in order to assess whether or not he's prepared to be cooked. One of the crows that serve this disgusting hag informs Hansel about his fate and decides to make a deal with him. You will let me eat some of the food. In exchange, I will give you a bone. This bone will make the witch think that you are not eating well enough and you're not prepared yet to be slaughtered and eaten. So she will delay the inevitable. And Hansel agrees with the deal and gives the crow some food. The crow gives Hansel the bone. Once the witch touches the bone, she gets really enraged on Gretel, and with her rage decides that Hansel must eat 3 times more than he already ate. The second time the witch tries to check on Hansel's growth and weight, the crow forgets to give him that bone. So she discovers that Hansel is way beyond prepared. Is this some kind of another puzzle? Most likely, yes. So she orders Gretel, the sister, I'm gonna die, ouch, to prepare the oven to cook her brother in it. But Gretel uses her own wits and asks the witch, how do you exactly prepare the oven? Since she has no idea how it is prepared. And how does she put her own brother into it? The witch shows Gretel how to do it by putting herself inside the oven. Stupidly enough. Gretel quickly closes the oven on the witch, the hag, and then lights the fire. Then she saves her overweight by now brother from the cage, and they both escape to the forest, where they find their father looking out for them where they were. That is supposedly how the story ends. But you may ask, where did the stepmother go if they found the father searching for his own children outside in the woods? I would like to answer that, but give me please a moment because my stomach is killing me. I need to be right back. Okay, back. Let's quickly check the comments here. Let's see here. I believe there are movies like this too. True. Jorgo Arturo Galavis Kota. Invisible, you know what Wing Chun is? No idea. I know it's a type of martial arts. Hey Marcos, how has life been with you? Oh, now I recall your name. You're Arturo Gamer, right? So no, life has been okay. How about you? Good. I'm grateful that we'll be back, but soon. By the way, he's just gonna grab some food. I had some stomach problems. Turns out I just have too much gas in it. So I'm hopefully now back. I'll quickly here have a refresh since this engine doesn't know how to refresh itself by itself. Also, since we are right now nearing our 2 hours and a half point, I will inform you right now that within the next 8 minutes, I'm going to stop this session since I was requested to make no longer than 2 hours and a half. However, that doesn't mean we're done. Not yet. Because if you have the time on your own ends, I will launch a second session right after it. As in, I'll have to go a new Steam here, and we will start from where we stopped exactly. We will continue on with the game. This is how I started doing my thing. I call it a double session. We continue on where we left off, and as if nothing happens really. I play usually for 5 hours. 2 hours and a half on the first session, and the next session also 2 hours and a half. So if you wish to keep up with me and keep chatting, you are more than welcome to join me in if you wish for it. What about you, Marcos? Do you wish to wait for it, or do you wish to keep on going with your own day? If you wish to wait for it, I can simply stop the stream and then right away start a new stream from the get-go and continue where we left off right away. I unfortunately will not be here because I have some other things to do, but it's up to you. Okay, we still have 6 more minutes. Let's see what I can do through them in the game. You said already that we had a puzzle here that I don't understand how to solve. Okay, where else? Let's go to the northwest. I need to find a place. There you go. The totem. Let's see what I can do within 6 minutes. A chest. Thank you for the tooth. It's not like I must literally stop at 2 hours and a half, you know? But not to the point where I reached 3 hours. Keep on searching here. See what do we have here around. Usually, before the viewers requested from me the 2 hours and a half rule, I used to literally play for 6 hours at once in a row. Which made me myself really tired, but also was a little overdoing it for the sake of the viewers themselves. I used to love very much to game and create long plays instead of let's plays. I do try to stream on daily basis. Yes, I do. And almost every day, I make a double session. One session for 2 hours and a half, one more for 2 hours and a half. Overall 5 hours. I have an enemy there. Some crystals, we need them. Once again, according to this game's lore, only witches can swim. Normally people can't. So water can kill us easily. Therefore, our character, Yaga, is not a witch. But still, somehow, she has this weird-looking gauntlet on her left hand that allows her to use some kind of focuses. Strange. Let's quickly fish. Yeah, I am 2 hours ahead. Wow. What did I get this time? Stone. One of the stones herded by the legendary stone shepherd. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Almanac, stone toad. Yes, we get this one. This is, at the moment, it's for me 12:34 midnight. But since I have nothing at all to do after this, I don't really mind going for more 2 hours and a half. That's where the double session was born from.
Harun, the keeper of the skies, grant me your wisdom.
Good afternoon, Your Majesty. Is this how you wish to be addressed now? I promise to keep it in my mind.
What are you talking about? Guardians. A lineage of wise women originated from times immemorial. They were somehow connected to some unspoken elder manifestations of chaos. Whether they were worshipped or fought, it is not clear. Beginning of their bloodline may predate even the mysterious idol spread across the land. Some folk tale go as far as attributing the idol's construction to the guardians themselves. They were inextricably linked to the hut. Invisible is 14 hours behind, 10 hours ahead. I don't know which day is there with him. So in my time, it's ideal during the week days to be here from 6 up to 9, but it depends. I see. Let's see morality. We gain the title Queen of Fishery. Solar, we're done. This is the Will-O-Wisp will leave you be. So this is the benefit of becoming a Solar Queen. The Will-O-Wisp will leave us be. And as you can see, the little moon disappeared. Forever. Nice. Nice. Let me check for you the date right now, which day we are at, for real. Let's see here. Today here is, would you like to open up February 5th. We are at the moment at February 5th, 2023. And this, I'm still using Windows 10. Yes. Let's see, can't this... Oh boy. Pop-up chat. Copy this link. Restore chat. Good. Go to OBS. Go here. Properties. Go to the URL. All V. Okay. Good. What is it now with this? Good God. It'll be Sunday for him, but Saturday. Let me quickly check my CPU. I still have 4 gigabytes left, for God's sake. God damn it. What's it now? Why so laggy? Let me quickly check the GPU. You're not even overstressed, for God's sake. Monitoring. Not that bad. Maybe the connection is the problem, who knows? Yeah, this thing is refusing to hold it. I said this refresh. I want to see us in here. The settings for the game are already on their lowest possible. I never play anything in high settings. Let me show you here. Blacktail settings video. Here. My GPU is NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti. Everything is on low. I stand for playing with performance, not play with quality. I never go above medium or low. Enabled NVIDIA Reflex, disabled sharpness, TAA for anti-aliasing, not supported DLSS, Gamma 100, frame rate 144, etc. This is not full screen, this is windowed without borders. Yeah, my gaming device is a laptop. I never play with the high settings. Because, simply put, I don't want to fry my CPU and GPU both. I hate it when people place their own machines on high or ultra settings. Anyway, I don't want to keep Marcos here any longer since he has to go, and we are already at 2 hours and 34 minutes. I think this will be it for this session, but as I speak out my official outro, let it be known that within the next 10 minutes maximum, I'll be launching my second session, the double session, and in it I will not close the game yet. We will continue from where we stopped right now, and we shall continue on with the gameplay. Thank you so much for the stream. It was entertaining. Okay, let me first get to my usual outro. Stay here for a moment. I'll give you a special shout out. Here, ending scene. Okay, with that being said, I'd like very much to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the beasts of the Altered Empire, and everyone from the Discord server, free to be friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Laxbear, Marcos, who is literally right now with us in the live chat participation. Peace be upon you very much. Thank you for honoring us with your presence in this live chat session participation. It is very rare, nigh impossible, to find anyone to chat with these days, and having anyone at all in such situations is a miracle. Quite literally, in my case. Also, peace be upon Matocrash 31, Mark Icy 2211, Rogue Agent Carodan, Cryfield, ZPTV 123, Matthew 1121, Stagadacal 85, Arforel, Musclepan Gaming, Bob Express, and Spyro Fan 28. I'd like to send a peace be upon also Jorg Arturo, Gal Lavis, Gutta for being with us in the live chat participation as well. Thank you both very much for participating with us in this session's commentary. I again stated, having anyone chat in my Let's Plays and in my live sessions is nigh impossible, never non-existent, and whenever it happens, I am very much thankful and very much appreciating your participation. Peace be upon you both. Thank you very much. We shall start the double session once this session stops. So whoever can remain here can remain. Whoever cannot, I will not judge you at all. At the very least, having you here, spending your precious lifetime with me is more than enough for me to ask for, even though it's even too much to ask for. So thank you very much for your generosity. And thank you very much for your what's the word? Courtesy. Thank you very much. Okay. Until next session, please stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in a very merciless world, unforgivable and unforgiving world, and anything can happen anytime, any place, anywhere, for anyone. So make sure you keep your friends and family close to you, keep your enemies even closer. You don't know when you need help or where it will come from. Therefore, make sure to give credit and gratitude where they're due. It's much simpler and easier to thank others for their favors toward you than it is to place the flowers on the graves of the dead. Until next time, peace be upon you and best of luck. Invisible with you, sign out. Now you can stop the stream since my official outro is done. Believe it or not, this outro is not scripted. I had to make it up every time, and I have to memorize it as a brain muscle memory. Nothing is written. I'm speaking it all just out of memory, which is hard since multiple times I do mess it up. Anyway, give me around 10 minutes, whoever wishes to continue on with us, and I shall start the next session soon enough. Take care, Marcus, and thank you very much for your participation. Till next time. Okay, stop the stream now. We're done. And prepare for the double session.